Up next is Irish whiskey and St. Patrick's Day. Let's take a look at everything you need to know on that subject. Have a great day.
Today is National Irish Whiskey Day, kicking off a celebration of Ireland that continues right through to St. Patrick's Day. With us is acclaimed Irish actor Tim Murphy. He's going to share his favorite Irish whiskey recipes with us. Tim, thanks for being here on Park City Television.
You're welcome. Delighted to be here.
So tell me more about National Irish Whiskey Day and how you'll be celebrating.
Well, I suppose it kicks off, as you said, a celebration of Irish culture that runs right through St. Patrick's Day, and what better way to celebrate it than with Irish whiskey? I'll be celebrating with my family and friends by drinking a nice glass of McConnells Irish whiskey, which, this legendary Irish whiskey is making its return to the shores of America after 100 years. So it's exciting.
What are the latest trends in Irish whiskey, and what are some of your favorite Irish whiskey recipes?
Well, the Irish whiskey segment of the whiskey market is really booming right now. So there's a lot of interest in it. I love Irish coffee, of course, but my new favorite combination is the J&J McConnells. It's a cocktail, and it's made of McConnell's Irish whiskey and vermouth and bitters. And the McConnell's is aged for 5 years in these oak caskets, so it's a fine blend of malt, Irish malts and Irish grain whiskies, and it comes out with a really creamy, smoky kind of taste to it. So it's a lovely cocktail, actually.
The Irish have long been known for their storytelling. Tell us more about the McConnell's Irish Whiskey Story Slam and how people can get involved.
Yeah, the tradition of storytelling, it's in the soul of Irish people. It's huge there. And McConnell's Irish Whiskey, one of the oldest Irish whiskies, has a great story itself to tell. It was founded in 1776, then a huge fire destroyed the distillery in 1909, and they came back from that and made a great comeback and got into business again, and then it was wiped out again by Prohibition in America in the 20s. So in the spirit of that, we're asking people to tell their own comeback stories, and I'm sure after this horrible past year, this pandemic, that a lot of people are going to have a great comeback story to tell, looking forward to the future. So what they do is they videotape themselves telling their comeback story and submit it online to mcconnellsirishwhiskey.com. They fill out the submission form with a link to their video, and then that link that's judged by our judges, and they'll pick who they think are the best 5, and from there we put it out on the website mcconnellsirishwhiskey.com and let the public judge their favorite. The winner then gets a trip for 2, all expenses paid, to LA to go to an event with me and drink McConnell's Irish whiskey. So what could be better than that? That should be a good night.
It should be. And speaking of comebacks, why do you think Irish whiskey is experiencing such a renaissance now?
I think the millennials have really discovered, the different varieties of Irish whiskey, and they've quickly become aficionados in this. I mean, you can drink it, you can drink it neat, you can drink it on the rocks, and because it's so versatile and drinkable in a lot of ways, McConnell's makes a great cocktail.
Whiskey from Ireland is very special, I can tell. But also, what distinguishes a great Irish whiskey from others?
Well, a great Irish whiskey, it's part of our heritage and our culture, whiskey. I mean, the Gaelic for whiskey is Uisce-Beatha, which means the water of life, And to be an Irish whiskey, it has to come from Ireland. It has to be aged for 3 years in these oak casks. So it comes out, with an oaky, char, kind of sweet, smoky taste to it,
And where can we get more information about everything we've talked about today, about Irish whiskey recipes, also about sharing the comeback once again?
Just go to the website, mcconnellsirishwhiskey.com, and where you can find out all about recipes you can make with this lovely old Irish whiskey, McConnells, and you can find out on how to enter the competition and tell your comeback story.
Well, thank you so much, Tim Murphy, for joining us today. Whiskey stories, all such great things to talk about. I appreciate you taking the time with us.
Lovely talking to you.